Welcome to day 1581. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our nest egg equals money and freedom. Today in Supersize Your Business, we were talking about the idiom or the expression, the financial idiom or expression, nest egg. And of course, a nest egg is often thought of and referred to, actually since back in the 17th century, our term for savings, putting money away. And it actually, and I didn't share this, I forgot to say why and where it came from. I just remembered now. It came from the practice of farmers, poultry farmers back in the day, putting both artificial eggs and real eggs into nests to trick the hens into laying more eggs. If they laid more eggs, that meant more money for the farmers, which meant they had a bigger nest egg. So they would actually egg the nests. They'd put eggs in the nests, fake and real eggs. I can't believe I forgot to talk about that. You know why? I had to go to the bathroom. I'm learning that when I have to do something, I should do it, because otherwise I forget the things that I'm going to say. When you're visually challenged, it's a lot more challenging, literally, to create content, because, unless I had a giant whiteboard in back of my screen, I wouldn't be able to read and see the things that I want to talk about. So I prepare the night before. I usually look at my notes with my magnifying glass ahead of time and then just start talking. But the fact that I just remembered I totally forgot to say where nest egg came from is kind of mind-boggling. I said it was from the 17th century, but I didn't say that it came from the poultry farmers. Anyway, our topic for our annual challenge this year is to do one thing every day that improves us a little bit. And we're breaking it down by the life framework, and we're doing each month for the first 9 months of the year, we're doing the life framework that I've used for decades to do one thing every day, and that concentrated on that area or aspect of our life for the first 9 months of this year. And then we're going to do other fun things for the rest of the year. But this month we are focusing on our financial well-being, thus money and our nest egg, or money and freedom equals our nest egg. So today's topic for the annual challenge was money and freedom. What is the relationship, or what is the correlation, or why are they both important? So we talked about 9 steps to creating financial freedom, because, or actually freedom in any kind of area or aspect of our life. It could be time freedom, it could be finances, it could be emotional, it could be mental freedom. The same steps can apply to anything, right? Anything we want to improve in our lives. Just like the SOAP framework can be applied to absolutely any change or challenge that we face. And that's why we go over it every month, and we'll continue to go over it every month, even when we are in the last months of the year out of the life framework. We are going to we're going to vote, and we're going to do the SOAP framework every month, so that we do it at least 12 times this year. Guess what happens when we repeat things and do them over and over again? We make them our own. They become a practice, a ritual, a routine, a habit for us. And once something's a habit, it goes into our subconscious and we do it automatically. Why do we want to do certain things automatically? Because they're good for us. We want to automatically go to the bathroom when we have to go to the bathroom. We want to automatically brush our teeth a couple times a day. We want to automatically bathe and take care of ourselves and eat and do the things we need to do for our well-being, right? Not only our physical well-being, but well-being in the other areas and aspects of our life. So nest egg. So we talked about the 9 steps to that. We also talked about 8 levels of financial freedom. And this kind of tied into nest eggs because it dealt a lot with retirement. Normally we save and we invest in order to retire in our later years. I think it's kind of messed up that that's how we do it in the world, but at least in America, because heck, the older I get, the less I want to retire, and I never wanted to wait to do the things I wanted to do in my life. So I'm sure I did, and wish I would have done things when I actually do. I wish I would have done a lot of things when I was younger, because I just don't have the energy or the desire to do them as I get older. So nest egg, money and freedom. And the question for today was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how financially free do you currently feel? Now I said about a 5, right? Why? Because I've been building my nest egg for decades, yet I invested in things that were outside of my control. So for example, the stock market, the tech stock crash, my ex-husband and I lost millions of dollars in that. Then I got divorced. That took a big chunk out of my nest egg, right? So in terms of where I fall on the levels of preparation for retirement, again, I'm not really motivated to retire. So it's hard for me to say I want to build a nest egg to retire. I kind of just want to have my nest egg to leave to my kids when I expire more than having something for when I retire. Because what I do if I retire, I'd be pretty dang bored. All right. So I am working on a lot of stuff this week. We've got consultations, we've got some challenges that we're still rolling through and finishing up. But if you have any questions, if you're stuck on anything and you're like, okay, I'm not exactly sure what to do, but you've researched and you asked yourself and you've done a little homework and said, okay, I know I need to do something, but I'm not sure what it is. Please direct message me or Voxer me or ask so that you're not stuck. One of my biggest frustrations as I've grown and supersized different businesses and been in different industries is that at times I felt I didn't have anyone to ask and I didn't exactly know what to do. And so that kept me stuck and frozen longer than I ever needed to be. We never really need to be stuck. We just often feel like we're stuck. And I always like to offer up that 5 minutes or less. Hey, if you know you're stuck, just hit me up and let's get you moving. I guarantee in 5 minutes or less, we can get you moving onto the next thing you need to do. Not all the things, but the next thing, so that you don't ever have to have that, I don't know what to do, I'm stuck feeling. All right. Have an awesome Monday, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.